Hello there and welcome to Intrigue News, where we provide you with global black news updates. And today we're going to be talking about what happened to Richard Okorogheye. Before we get into this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when we do post up videos. And also give the video a thumbs up because it helps the YouTube algorithm. Let's get into this. Richard Okorogheye was a 19-year-old student who attended Oxford Brookes University in the United Kingdom. He told his mum, Evidence Joel, that he was struggling to cope with lockdown after shielding throughout the coronavirus pandemic due to a sickle cell disease. As someone with sickle cell disease, the teen would only leave the house to go to hospital for regular blood transfusions for his condition. Sickle cell disease, in which red blood cells are not shaped as they should be, is a serious and lifelong health condition. Police have confirmed Richard's identity after a post-mortem was carried out on the body found in Epping Forest. The teenager's family were informed at the time supported by specialist officers. His death was treated as unexplained, and the police do not believe that there was any third-party involvement. This is the last CCTV image of Richard. He was 19 at the time, and he was missing from his home in Ladbroke Grove, Kensington, on the evening of Monday, March 22nd. The teen said he was going out on Monday, March 22nd, 2021, and was last seen walking in Kensington, West London at around 8:40 p.m. His mother returned home from a nursing shift at around 9 p.m. and assumed her son was in his room. It was only when she knocked on his door after cooking his favourite dinner that she realised something was wrong. After a locksmith helped her gain entry to the bedroom, she found Richard missing with his wallet, bus pass and bank card left behind. None of Richard's friends saw him that night, and they hadn't seen the teen since he disappeared. Richard was last seen on CCTV in Loughton, Essex in the early hours of Tuesday, March 23rd, walking towards Epping Forest. It was thought the last footage of Richard was from the 23 bus southbound near his home. CCTV shows he was wearing black clothes and carrying a black satchel bag with a white Adidas logo worn across his lower back. Officers then said he was seen in the area of Epping Forest hours later and before he was reported missing. Police established that Richard took a taxi to Loughton in Essex. He was then captured on CCTV walking along Smart Lane, Loughton towards Epping Forest at 12:39 a.m. on Tuesday morning. There were no further confirmed sightings. Police said the teen's phone has not been in use since his disappearance. The Met said detectives were working around the clock to trace his next steps after this sighting and had begun searches in and around the forest as well as carrying out door-to-door inquiries. They were also working alongside specialist search teams and colleagues from Essex Police. Police and tracker dogs scoured the woodland area for 5 days but said they had found nothing of relevance at the time. Police divers were seen searching a waterway in the woodland in northeast London, and tragically a body was found in the forest on Easter Monday. Richard's mother was reportedly told that the body found by police in the Epping Forest pond on Monday, April 5th matches her son's description. On Wednesday, April 7th, police confirmed the body was Richard's following a post-mortem. The cause of Richard's death is pending at the time, as further investigations are carried out. By the post-mortem found no evidence of physical trauma or assault. Detective Superintendent Danny Gosling, head of the Met's Central West Public Protection Unit, said, "My deepest sympathies go out to Richard's family at this incredibly difficult time. This was not the outcome that any of us had hoped for, and we will ensure that his grieving family are well supported by specially trained officers. I would like to extend my thanks to the many officers, staff and members of the public who have each played a part in the extensive effort to locate Richard. The police investigation into the circumstances of his death is ongoing. On Monday, April 5th, the Met Police said they were told by Essex Police the body of a man was found in a pond in the woodland. Richard's mother, Evidence Joel, said police had informed her at the time the description matches his. She told My London website, "Oh God, they said the description matches his, but we'll go in tomorrow to find out." Speaking to reporters outside Scotland Yard on Tuesday, April 6th, Metropolitan Police Detective Superintendent Danny Gosling said, "Our specially trained officers remain with the family as they have done throughout this inquiry." Mr. Gosling said police remain in the area to carry out further searches as they try to piece together what happened to Richard. This is an extensive inquiry and we are working tirelessly to establish the full circumstances. This includes forensic, medical and specialist inquiries which all take time to complete, he added. What has Richard's family actually said about this? His mother feared her student son had become depressed during lockdown, as at the time he only left the house for regular blood transfusions at hospital. She was also worried that he had met someone through PlayStation 5 who gained his trust. Evidence Joel told Sky News at the time that she was shocked at being told that Richard had been on CCTV footage walking in Loughton, Essex, miles away from their home in Ladbroke Grove, West London. She added, "I'm shocked he even knows where Loughton is. I don't even know where that place is. I think he went to meet somebody. Definitely, Richard cannot go there, especially at that time in the morning. Someone was waiting for him." When asked if he had perhaps met someone online, Evidence said most definitely, and said previously that Richard would often be playing on his PlayStation. She said he heard him laughing and that he was very happy when he played his games. She continued, "Definitely, he was talking to someone that he trusted and was fond of. Maybe the person gave him confidence." Speaking to The Guardian, Evidence Joel said that waiting for information on her son's whereabouts has been hell. She told the paper, "Every day was a nightmare for me. I feel completely helpless, and also, sorry to use the word, but I feel useless because I want to go out there to do something, to look for him, but I can't." She said of needing to remain at home in case he makes contact. She had previously said, "It's my baby, it's my treasure, he's my oxygen, he's my crown, he's everything to me. He's the reason why I live, the reason why I exist. Right now I'm empty and there is nothing to look forward to. He's taken my breath away from me." His mum said the current cold weather, which could cause Richard substantial pain, was a major concern for her. She said, "We know he didn't take a jacket when he went out. That was really worrying." Evidence added she had no idea as what could have prompted Mr. Okorogheye's disappearance and called on his online community of friends to contact police if they had any information. She also issued a message to her son telling him, "Everybody misses you and we love you very much and we want you to come home. Please come home." This is quite worrying. Obviously, the police had said at the time when his body was found that there was no third-party involvement. They believed that there was no third-party involvement. This is very similar to the case of Blessing, who was also found by a waterway, and there was no evidence of a third-party involvement. In her case as well, she was also of Nigerian descent, and there was no evidence that anybody had actually been involved in their murders or involved in their killing or in their deaths. But there are still lots and lots of unanswered questions as to why they would leave where they were staying. In the case of Blessing, she was working for an elderly lady, and she left at very, very early hours of the morning to go for a walk. Similarly, Richard left and was seen walking in an unfamiliar place early hours of the morning, and no explanation as to why he would have been walking at that time, assuming that he was going to meet somebody at that time, somebody that he met online, somebody that he trusts. These answers haven't been given yet, and there's still lots of unanswered questions at this point. But in situations like this, when police say that there's been no third-party involvement, they don't feel like there's been any third-party involvement, what can be done to further an investigation when it is believed that there was no third-party involvement? A situation where an independent inquiry has to be taken place in order to determine the real reason why the person passed, and the real reason why they left in the first place. The fact that he didn't take his money, his wallet, his bus pass, and the fact that his phone hadn't been used since his disappearance, would indicate that maybe he didn't go and meet somebody because of the fact that he didn't actually use his phone. Because if you were going to meet somebody, you would use your phone. You would actually check your phone, send a text message or receive text message or receive a call to determine whether the person was actually there, or the person would contact you to determine whether you were there. So it's still not making a lot of sense. And I do believe that it is important for the mother of generally for the family, to actually have real solid answers as to exactly what actually happened in this particular situation. All we can say is our condolences and sympathies to the family of Richard, and we hope that they can find the answers and the comfort that they need at this time. Thank you for watching.